Hi guys, welcome back. I'm James at Bespoke Airsoft. This one has been a long time in the making. I've had this for a while, but I haven't got round to it. And this is the Ascend/WE DP17, more commonly known as the Deadpool Glock 17. So, nice little box there. You got a fancy holographic logo on the front there. On the side, you've got DP17 gas blowback, Ascend WE 17 series gas blowout pistol with extended flared magazine, red DP17. But we all know which superhero this one's based after. In the box here, you've got the pistol itself wrapped up in a little clear plastic bag, which is very reminiscent of WE. It's what they like to do, is Kindle dust free. Who knows? They do it anyway. You get a gas nozzle extension for the magazine. You get a G17 magazine with extended base. And then we have the pistol itself. Dun, 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 dun. Woo! So, they seem to have, WE, as an airsoft manufacturer, seem to have the horn for a certain masked hero at the as of late. They've done a few pistols. They're doing, the Armorworks did the 1911, which was the first one that came out, and then they did the Desert Eagle, which was the second one, and then this being the third iteration based on a 17 series style pistol. As you can see here, it's very red indeed. Now, the one plus side of this pistol, straight away pulling it out of the box, let's say you're a new airsofter, you want a sidearm. For some reason, you don't want to go get your defence against the VCRA in the UK, more specifically. And you want to get yourself a sidearm. You're not sort of interested in the blue and red slides that companies do. You can go and buy this pistol from any website. Hopefully, you'll buy it from our website, bespokeairsoft.co.uk. And it's basically pre-two-tone because it's predominantly red. When you boil it down to it, it is one of their sort of custom line 17 series pistols that they do that like to put these WET flat triggers on there. It's after a Gen 4 style frame. It's got the larger mag release here. The frame is lovely and textured. It's very grippy, very nice. It's got an extended flared magwell on there, which you've got a H logo there, and then it's just sort of coincides with the theme. These are, from what I can gather, water transfer, so hydro dipping. That's the what we've been told that is the process that they use to put the transfers on there. You'll have some sections here, like it says, certain pulls gun. I have to be very careful what I say nowadays because people get bent out of shape. So that's very clear. You've got hashtag teabag, haters with an arrow. Now these two logos here aren't as clear as the back one. It is the same on every single pistol, so I don't know whether it's just a hard process to do. You've got Pew on the back, which I'm sure airsofters will love. You've got a logo on each side of the grip, which each has half a face of two very famous superheroes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There's no affiliation with that whatsoever, so see it for what it is. You've got Made in Taiwan Tactical Co. Limited. You've got the little unicorn logo on the front there. Deadpool's gun the same. You've got maximum effort on the side there, and then this end towards enemy. And then on the top there, it's very hard to see. It's going to be hard to see on camera because it's very sort of pixelated. But you've got "How's my shooting?" 1-800 Deadpool. You've got a smiley face and another unicorn logo there. So those are all the motifs and logos that you have on this thing. Like I say, it's pretty much pre-two-tone. So if you are new to airsoft, you want to pick up a gun, you don't want to wait around for your car, but you want something a little bit fancy. And to be honest, this form of two-tone, in my opinion, is much more desirable than just having a standard G17 pistol and having it two-tone red or blue on the top slide. Very cool indeed. The magazine is literally just a 17 series magazine. It's the normal one with the one sided mag release catch, so it's not a Gen 5. Pop it in there, looks very cool indeed. So I've got gas in the mag, obviously because I've chronoed this and shot it. The gun is absolutely clear, nothing in it whatsoever. From from what I can tell, comparing it to, we just recently covered the Sekita Magna. This is what I mean. The Sekita Magna runs on CO2, right? So you'd expect it to have quite a strong recoil spring. Now this is a gas pistol from WE. Now just listen to the pressure behind this spring. See how nice and snappy that is? It feels so positive when you're using it. Now, I do have the Sekita here just for comparison. See that? For a gun that runs on CO2, you would expect it to be a little bit harder. There's obviously a reason why they've done that, I'm not too sure, but this is nice and punchy, sounds good, feels good. Let's test the blowback action. This is just your regular WE 2.0 green gas. And say what you want about WE pistols, some people seem to say they're the worst out of the box. They really aren't. This thing shoots really well. The only thing you'll see later on from the accuracy test is I was using .3s, the hop was completely off. So as I was firing it, it was kind of dipping. It did get better the more rounds I put through it. Obviously there must be a bit of grease and stuff from the factory, but just take that into consideration when you're watching the video. Now you have to pay close attention when you're using this magazine. Now you have a little spring operated catch on the back here. And one of the things they stress in the manual and they actually sent over to us to put on the listing online is you pull that down and then you slide the base off. Now the base does have detents, so it can sit in there just towards the end, and that spring system there will hold that in place, and then you can use the extended nozzle that they supply in the box to top that up there, and then this can be pushed back on in such. Now what they don't want you to do is take that off and then let go of this, because this little catch here and the spring that's behind it, obviously that's at the end of its travel there. If you were to hold this down and then let go, that would fling off and fly around the room. So just keep that in mind. But it's on there, it's going nowhere, and we're good to go. Very nice weight to the pistol. If you're very familiar with a WE G series pistol, whether it be the 17, the 18, or all the others that they do, it's a very nice feeling. The extended flared magwell there is very handy for, you know, quicker reloads. It does aid in getting the magazine in, so it's nice in place. The extended base plate there does go with the theme of the pistol too, so it does look very good. Very cool indeed. You'll see the sights there, very reminiscent of a lot of G series models. Very nice and easy to use. And if you want to adjust the hop up, obviously I haven't done that yet on this pistol, but the easiest way to do it is just lock the slide to the rear like so, pull down the two tabs on either side, hit the slide release, the slide will come forward just enough for you to then push it the rest of the way, and then your hop up is adjusted there. If you're familiar with the G series style pistols in the airsoft world, then you'll know how to operate this thing. It's just a little wheel and you just turn it to add more hop. As with other WE pistols, they do come quite heavily greased from the factory, so it is always advised just to run this in a little bit, wipe away the excess, and then just put some silicone oil in there on the inside the cylinder and stuff, inside the nozzle, sorry, just to make sure it's nicely lubricated and it's going to operate, you know, as well as it needs to. You've got like a very worn, sort of tarnished design on the barrel there. That is by design. So very cool indeed. Let's get to the chrono test. Let's get to the accuracy test. And the accuracy test, again, I'm just literally standing up like so and just firing off on the target. I tend to line the sights up with the middle of the target. Try and see where the BBs are going now. At 15 or so meters in an environment like that, it's very hard to pick up where they're dropping. But then I'll try and gauge where they are, and then I'll try and adjust my aim to try and keep them in as middle as possible. As I said before, running some more BBs through this thing, setting the hop up, setting this thing to a target at 15 meters and dialing this thing in, you're going to get much better results. But I'll leave that to the following videos just to show you. Here's the chrono test and the accuracy test, and I'll be back on camera in just a moment. This magazine is very, very cold. I've just freshly gassed it. I put some 0.2 gram BBs in there. Let's see what it does. So 0.3 gram BB's green gas. Just ignore those shots at the bottom, that's from a previous test. But the white target is fresh. Just getting you in there. I'll do as best as I can. Hop's not set, don't know where it's shooting. Let's give it a go. Hop is definitely not set on that. That was very difficult to predict where they were going, but not bad. Could definitely do better, just putting a tiny bit of hop on just so they're not dipping, and just perhaps putting a few more rounds to this gun. It's nice, shoots nice. It's a Glock at the end of the day. So not too bad there, as you'll see. Very snappy pistol. You know, it's a WE series G17 style pistol, but if you're after something like that and you love the certain person that this pistol is modelled after, and you're not bothered about the bright red, or you love the bright red finish, then this is going to be perfect for you. Out the box, good to go. With the WE17 series pistols, the hop ups do work quite well out the box. You know, you can hop up to 0.3s to, you know, a good distance, more than you'll ever need with the sidearm. So I absolutely approve of this. I think it's great. Their obsession with a certain superhero at the moment, I just can't seem to understand. If they're doing well with something like this, like the Deadpool-ish style pistols, you know, an idea for them would be to do some other superheroes. You know, not everybody's a Deadpool fan. Maybe, you know, they're like Captain America or Iron Man. I'd be very much down for some Iron Man style pistols. I'm a massive Iron Man fan. I love Deadpool, but I'm more Iron Man through and through. So, WE, if you are listening, we see your obsession with Deadpool at the moment, and just give us some other characters. You know, bit of variance never hurts. But thanks for tuning in to this quick review. I've had this for a while, like I say. I've been playing around with it, and I've just got around to, because I've been recording a load of videos. You'll see the contender that's gone up, and the Sekita Magna, and I've got other bits and pieces. Got a GHK URGI coming up next, I think, or it'll be the new Golden Eagle high cappers, which you've got 7 new models. Very interesting getting into those. Thanks for tuning into this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. You can find this on our website right now, bespokeairsoft.co.uk. We have the guns and the spare magazines. I'll put a link in the description down below where you can find this pistol, but if you are just perusing the website, just put in the search bar DP17, hit enter, and this thing will show up. I've had some good fun with this. It's a nice little piece, you know, especially for the reasons that I've outlined with the two-tone. But for this and many other standard bespoke items, again, go to our website, and I'll see you in the next video. Any questions, put them in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. And if you stayed this long after the video to see if there's anything at the end, yes there is. If you've been following the Sekita Magna review and you've been following the Deadpool DP17 review that I've just done, I spoke about the Sekita Magna, that it was a bit iffy with gas mags. Obviously you get the CO2 mag included with it, so it's nice and punchy on that. I tried it with an Action Army magazine, I tried it with VFC magazines. However, just because I've been messing around with the DP17, I thought, oh, let's try a WE mag in there, let's see how that goes. And WE gas magazines work lovely in the Sekita Magna, so a little bit of extra information for you there if you've stayed over this long, but if not, we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.